And we are live. On today's episode of Homemaking with Purpose, I am joined by Dee of DeeLove Life, and we're going to help you get started. Wait, all right. Looks like I'm doing something wrong.
There we are.
Somehow or another. Now, okay, back up. On today's, I'm going to take all that first part out. So I'm going to say, we are live. On today's episode of Homemaking with Purpose, I am joined by Dee of DeeLove Life, and we're going to help you get started with decluttering for a cozy home. As the leaves change colors and the air gets a little bit more crisp, it's the perfect time to declutter and create a warm and cozy atmosphere in your home. So, on today's episode of Homemaking with Purpose, we'll get into some practical decluttering tips and techniques to help you cozy into fall. So, let's get it started. So, hey, Dee, as always, I'm glad you were able to join me tonight as co host.
I am so thrilled to be back. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody in the chat room. Make sure to give Denise a thumbs up on this
Ooh,
live. And don't forget to subscribe.
right, to subscribe to both of us, to D and D. We're the name twins. I'm Denise and she's Denise too, but she goes by D. And you know, I would never let anybody call me D.
I
You
know. It's
call
crazy.
me
And I don't let anyone call me Niecy.
Niecy.
No.
Yes, but now I'm Denise. Okay, I'm digressing. Okay, see, we get together and then we just go off. But okay, so tip one. I'm just going to say hello to everyone in the chat. We'll check in with you in a little bit, but right now we're going to go ahead and get started. So, tip one, we're going to be looking at seasonal decor rotation. So, one of the first things that you can do to really get started with decluttering and get your home cozied up for fall is to declutter. And I have to admit, for full transparency, I had my husband get our fall decor bins out of the attic yesterday. And when he brought them down, he said, "This is a good time to purge." And I'm like, "Well, yeah." And I just gave him this look like, I purged a lot last year, but he is right when he says it's a good time to purge. So I'm putting away my summer decor. And as I put out my autumn or fall decor, the things that I don't use this year, and if I didn't use them last year, I'm going to donate those. And I'm going to donate them early enough that people can pick them up and they can be served by other people. What are your thoughts, Dee?
I think that's a great idea. As matter of fact, I had went up in my own attic earlier this morning, and I went through my fall decor. I
Mhm.
had one tote of fall, and then I had another storage tote of Halloween. And I don't know about you, but do you keep them separated? Do you keep one for fall and then one for Halloween, or do you even decorate for Halloween?
I put them both together. So I have three bins and like one of those big blue Glad bags, those real big ones that you can put stuff in. I have three bins and then two of those with like wreaths and stuff like that. But I don't have a lot of Halloween decor. I have one really cute plaque that says, "If the broom fits, jump on it." And then I've got this yard sign that just says "Happy Halloween." And I've had it for years. The little pumpkins have fallen off of it, but it's cute. So I don't have much for Halloween. I just do just a little bit. And you see, I've got my little Halloween apron back there. I'll put that on when I'm doing Halloweeny kind of stuff. But I don't do a lot because we don't have any kids at home anymore. So when the neighborhood kids come to trick or treat, I'll put on that apron and I have a little pumpkin that I put candy in. But other than that, I don't do much for Halloween. My husband used to always carve pumpkins and we'd have jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. But we have anybody here to do that for?
Right. Last year, I think I got rid of two out of four. So I really decluttered a lot
Mhm.
last year of my fall and mainly a lot of my Halloween. And I don't know, around here, we don't have that many trick-or-treaters anymore, which is really sad. But at the same time, I'm like, why am I keeping all this Halloween stuff where it's just, Queen GJ and I? So
Yeah.
I decided maybe this year I'm just going to keep it really simple. Maybe just do the entryway Halloween, but the rest of the house, I can kind of, fall it up. Just kidding.
Well, yeah, and when we get to the entryway, I'm going to talk about that. But yeah, I don't do a lot with that. And some of the Halloween stuff can actually transition to like fall stuff if you
Mm-hmm.
go to. But the thing about like your seasonal decor, I was talking about rotating your seasonal decor, putting away summer and getting out fall. If you've got anything that's broken, you need to get that tossed. And then, like you said, if you're going to purge it early enough that those families that need that, and there's lots of families that are hurting this year. So there's those families that can use that decor, get rid of it early enough that they can take advantage of it. And then only keep those things that fit in with your current decor. And the nice thing about fall and Halloween is that it's mostly all orange. So Halloween is orange and black, but then like fall is like orange and brown and green, and you can have a little black and all those other colors, except for Mickey Blue Skies, who does turquoise.
Oh.
Year round, whatever season it is, she's got some turquoise, some kind of blue stuff. Year round.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's on here. She's probably going to say something about it. Okay. So tip number 2 then will be to utilize warm fabrics to cozy it up in your home. Now, I think, is it the Swedish or the Dane? They have a thing they call hygge or huggy or something like that. But they use blankets and candles and that kind of stuff all over their house to kind of cozy things up. Because Diane in Denmark always talks about it, like when it gets cold. But we can do the same thing in the fall with natural colors and fabrics. Now, one huge annoyance for my husband is pillows.
Really?
Oh, he hates pillows. He likes one pillow on the bed to sleep on, and that's it. So, and he swears that the pillows that I have are like gremlins, that they multiply on their own. Like you sprinkle a little water and there's more of them. And if he has company over, like if some of his guy friends come over, he gets rid of all of them. He tosses them in a corner off the sofa, that kind of thing. So one way you can cozy up for fall is to get rid of the summer decor and bring out some fall colored items that would be useful and seasonal, because it is starting to get chilly just a little. And so sometimes you do need to cozy up, wrap up in something. And we have leather sofas in the family room, and they can be a little cool.
Oh, yeah. Those are cold.
Yeah, so you do need to wrap up in something. So I've got like this earth colored throw that I'll put on the sofa. And it goes fine with that leather sofa because it's a dark brown sofa. And so I'll put this in just kind of drape it over the sofa, but he'll take that off and throw it in the corner if company comes too. If it's men, if it's ladies, he doesn't bother with it. But yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so what about you?
I always like to treat myself, especially if I know I'm going to film in the back room. I always like to get a new type of fall blanket throw so I can have it in my background. How funny. And I normally don't use that blanket. It's only for show. But I feel like we have blankets, but we have the super thick blankets that my stepmom usually gifts us because she makes them, and they're sports. So they're like sports teams. And I am not a person. I rather have pillows displayed on my couch rather than different types of blankets, but that's just me. So I bought this huge circular basket bin that I can just roll up the blankets and then put it in the corner. So in case if I do have guests, they can see I do have blankets available in case my house is a little cold for them, so they can grab a blanket, help themselves. And then usually in the morning, I just fold them up and put them in that big old basket bin that I have in the corner. But I always like a good throw. I think that really starts off the fall for the winter, you know, because some people do that. Like people change out their bedding to
Mhm,
fall, you know, or
mhm.
they do it to winter time and so forth. But yeah, I love a good throw though.
Well, I do too. And I was thinking with Queen G, she probably gets a little chilly sometimes. And so you might need to have a nice throw for her.
Denise, we have like 30 throws for her.
Well, you mentioned though, as a technique or a hack, that you have baskets that you can roll them up in and set them in a corner. So that's a hack that I hope everyone heard, is that you can either have it draped strategically across the back of the sofa, on a chair, or you can roll them up and put them in a basket and have them accessible to your company or your family should they need that. And then again, take out those summer ones for the fall ones. So this is one that I typically would have in our bedroom. And
That's
actually, if you look at the colors,
cute.
it's really kind of fall-like in some aspects. But I always thought of it as like spring and summer. But I've got a different one that I'm going to put in there, and I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, it's like you just have to kind of swap them out. So let's just check in with the chat and see what they're saying, because it's like just going, going, going. So let's see who's here and see what they're saying. So okay. We've got Michelle, who was the very first person here. Michelle, thank you so much for supporting us. I truly appreciate it. And Dee does too.
Absolutely.
And then we've got Trisha from Makoka Oma. She said that's where she is, but her friends call her Trisha. So thank you, Trisha, for joining us. And oh, Oh, she sent me a food saver mason jar sealer. No, I didn't remember that. Thank you so much for that. So it's one of
It's
those
not.
extender things that you put on mason jars and you use with your food saver. So thank you. And they were at short supply now that I remember that when she sent it to me. You couldn't find them anywhere. So
Oh,
thank you.
score.
Yes. And so Michelle was watching one of your decluttering videos. Blue
Thank
Sky.
you.
Blue Sky says hello to everyone. And Sally's here. And hey, Stephanie. Stephanie is here to join us. And Joe is here. Joe, it is always good to see you.
Hi, Joe.
And I think Heart Hustle Mom, her name is Megan, I believe. Now, Heart Hustle Mom, if I got that wrong, let me know, because it's been a minute since I've been on. So we haven't been here for a while. So if I got the name wrong, tell me. But I think it's Megan. And then so Joe already said hello. And Sue H is saying hello to everybody. And Charnel. Hi, Charnel. Thank you. Closing down the kitchen. I'm going to close mine down after we're done. My husband is downstairs right now frying up some okra and slicing tomatoes. So,
Ooh, yum.
yes. And then Empress Yaya. Hello. And Wendy Becker is here. And Heather Butterfly Sage. So, thank you. Yes, let's get our
Okay,
fall
so
declutter and cozy our home on. And people are saying that this is something that they need. So I'm going to stop for now. We'll come back. But for now, I'm going to go back, get us back on track. And so we're going to look at tip 3, which I forgot to show the first 2 tips online. But tip 3, we're looking at fall decor. And one of the things about fall is that there's just so much stuff that you can use. And I personally like bringing in nature. And so much of the fall decor has to do with that.
I'm the
Pumpkins
same
and
way.
pine cones. And I also like little owls and things like that. So I like to bring nature in when I can. So what do you like to use when you do yours?
I like to, when I was going through some of my fall decor, I really want to spruce up my my fireplace this time.
Mm-hmm.
kind of make it like a focal. And I was thinking maybe this year I might kind of play around with using like floral, like fake floral. But I love the tones of like orange and yellow and like
Yes.
just that rust orange you know what I mean? I just like something that pops. I
Yes.
love that. I love that color. And but I also like watching like Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life, who's
Mm-hmm.
also in the chat. She just put out on her Tiny Tidy Tuesday this week of her fall decor, and she was giving me some really good, like, I was all thinking, oh, I didn't think about doing it that way. She kind of does it on a natural type of way too, where she has like wood decor for fall. I think that's so cool. But I think I'm like you. I'm like more neutral. I like the browns, but I really like the pop of the orange and the yellow and the rust color. I don't know. I've always been in favor of those type of fall colors.
I just missed. I thought I had typed something in there and it didn't pop up. There it is. So this is who Dee is talking about, My Everyday Wife Life. So check out her decor. She's got a lot of natural things in there. I just love the oranges and the yellows and the browns and the reds. Those rich fall colors, those jewel tones. I love that for fall.
Yes.
And I like to bring it into the house when and wherever I can. And the thing about fall colors is that they tend to all blend together. So you can come up with a pretty uniform theme without using a lot of stuff. So you can be minimal, but make a huge impact.
Right. Right. And I think like a lot of people will use like tablecloths. So they'll, use something like a fall color, which is something basic, but it does do its fall purpose. And then
Yeah.
some people also like to change out their curtains to fall colors. I never really done that before, but I don't know. I guess if people are really into that, I think that'd be kind of cool to do too. If you really want to like get your decor on,
Yeah, I want to get my curtains changed out in my bedroom. I've been thinking about that. And Hard Hustle Mom, I have learned that's what all the little pinging you've been hearing. Blue Skies is messing with me again today. Hard Hustle Mom's name is Candace. So thank you, Blue Skies, for letting us know that because we do like to call folks by the right name.
Right.
So Candace, thank you so much for joining us. And she says she can never have too many throw blankets. So I think she's a friend of yours, Dee. Since you say you got the little basket full of throws.
Oh my gosh. Well, Queen G has like over, I don't know. The thing is a throw blanket is perfect as a gift to my mom because, being in the wheelchair, she likes to, cozy it up, or even being in her bed, she likes to have blankets. So she's always getting gifts of blankets, like
Mhm.
3, like for, her birthday. And then she gets another 2 more extra blankets for Christmas. And then it just keeps growing and growing, which I keep decluttering, but I let her keep the ones that she really tends to love, but I don't know. I just I feel like we just have so many blankets though, but nothing like fall. I remember buying one at, I love seeing all the TJ Maxx, all of their fall pillows
Mhm.
and their blankets. So each year I try to do one blanket where I can use.
Okay. So now what about candles? I know in the thumbnail for this, there were some candles in there. And I know people love the different scents of the candles. They'll
Mm.
have like nice, like floral scents and pumpkin scents and different things like that.
Yes.
I love the look of candles, but I can never remember to use them. And whenever I light one, if I walk out of the room, my husband turns it off, like he'll snuff it out. I don't know if he thinks it's going to catch fire or what, but it's not something that I remember to do. But one of my daughter-in-laws loves candles. So what do you think about candles?
I love candles. I always have now at nighttime, I'm always burning a candle.
Mhm.
Now it's like, I don't think we go without an evening without a candle on now. So I'm really into candles. Matter of fact, I went gun ho last Christmas because Bath Body Works. They
Mhm.
had some type of sale for the 3-wick candles. So
Mhm.
I got like 10 of them, but I only burned one. So now I have like this abundance of Christmas candles. And I didn't really think about, oh, maybe I'm not going to burn them all. So now I have lots of Christmas candles I got to go through. But I love just smelling warmth, too heavy. Like I'm not like really into cinnamon or,
Oh, I love cinnamon. I love the warm apple, cinnamon, pumpkin,
apple. Yes.
particularly apple, cinnamon, and vanilla.
Mm.
Oh, love it. And as a matter of fact, Blue Sky sent me a YouTube short where this woman was creating like a potpourri on top of her stove, where she put in some like cinnamon and apples and oranges, just something to kind of bubble on the stove and just send just this lovely fragrance throughout the house. And I like doing that kind of thing. But again, when we talk about decluttering and the decor, it kind of, those colors all work together. So you pretty much can't go wrong with whatever you have unless you overdo it.
Right. And you're funny how you were just mentioning about that with the water over the stove. My mom and I were just talking about that before I came upstairs to my office. I said, Mom, I remember on the stove, she used to put boiled water. She would add cinnamon sticks. She would add cloves. She would add slices of lemon, slices of orange. And there's something else that was green in there, but I can't remember what it was. Oh my goodness. Her house would always be smelling so good. You just knew it was the holidays.
I think I'm going to do something like that. I'm going to try to do 21 days of fall. We'll see if I can do it in a way that doesn't overtax me. I'm going to try it and we'll see. But one of the things that I wanted to do was to try that, like that little simmer pot on the stove. So I'm going to try to do that. And then what do you have any advice for like using centerpieces, anything like that on the coffee table, kitchen counter, fall kitchen vignette, that kind of thing? Any suggestions? Like I said, I like to use pine cones and cinnamon sticks and little pumpkins and those kinds of things.
I used to, we're talking like over 10 years ago, I used to always have like some type of a centerpiece, and it was too big. It was way too big. It was just too big. And but now what I like to do is I always like to get fresh cut flowers. I don't know what it is. I know it's expensive, but I love fresh cut flowers in the center. So for like Thanksgiving, Christmas, I'm always ordering ahead of time. So I have a fresh flower centerpiece.
I love that.
Yeah, I always think like if my family's coming over, I just want it to be really nice. So I always have one done for us so I can pick up, and then everyone just loves it. I know that a lot of, YouTubers, they do the 3-tier, in as their center. I love watching those videos, but I don't think I'd be very good at that.
Okay. Well, Sharon Desford says she bought a ton of winter squash to can. So that's her fall decor. And I tell you what, winter squash is certainly beautiful and colorful. You can have either yellow or green. And I like to use like different little squashes along with the pumpkins and different shapes of pumpkins as part of my fall decor. And if you're canning, you're not going to be doing much else for a while. So yeah, that's going to be part of your fall decor. And then I popped down, I saw this one, and Michelle says closing down the kitchen. She didn't know that was a thing. Because Apsar apparently, or hers is open 24/7 since Son has been living here. So when we talk about closing down the kitchen, yeah, Michelle, it is a thing. And I typically will close mine probably close to 10 o'clock. Like the last thing I do, like after we've done dinner and I've cleaned up and my hubby and I have cleaned everything up, I've loaded the dishwasher. The last thing I do to close the kitchen, or what I call put my kitchen to rest, is turn on the dishwasher, and then I'll put out a fresh dish towel and a fresh dishcloth for the next day. And then Mama ain't making nothing else. So now if somebody wants something else, they got to get it themselves. So maybe baby boy can get his own stuff.
I close mine up at 7 because I'm in bed by 8:30 sometimes. So 7 o'clock, everything is done. Everything's put away in the dishwasher, ready to go. Table, all the settings, everything is put away. I even do a quick little sweep and then wipe down on my counter. Everything is good. And the lights are down. And then from 7 to 8, we usually just sit down and watch something on TV. And then mom's asleep by 8. And hopefully I'm asleep by 8:30 or 9.
Well, Jay goes to bed then too, and he's asleep?
He goes to bed at 8.
Okay, because like Will and I go to bed at the same time, but like I might be upstairs, like in the office watching something or working on something, but he might be downstairs watching sports or Dynasty or some other thing on TV until 10. So he might decide to get a bowl of ice cream or something. And then that, so if he does that, then he'll usually just set the bowl in the sink if I've already got the dishwasher going. But sometimes that's why I'll wait until closer to like 9 or 10, because then if there's any like last little bits of something that he's had out, I can pop that in the dishwasher and then turn it on and then just go to bed. But okay, well, just as a quick recap for those that are just joining us, Dee and I are talking about how to declutter and get your house cozied up for fall. That's what we're talking about. And we're giving you some ideas on what you can do. And tip 1 was to swap out your summer decor for fall decor items. Tip 2 was to choose warm fabrics in your theme colors and get those spring and summer ones put away. And then tip 3 was to bring in nature, bring in some natural elements from nature, like pine cones, pumpkins, and candles to complement your fall theme and in your color scheme. And since they all work together, it gives it a more streamlined and minimal look. So, okay, tip number 4 is entryway organization. And that is something that I really like to do, because the entryway is, other than the porch, once they step inside your door, that should be a welcoming space for your guests, and it also should be as clutter free as possible. So what do you do to create a welcoming and cozy entryway for your people? And so tell us in the chat or the comments what you do to create a warm and cozy entryway. In the meantime, Dee, maybe you could tell us what you like to do. And I don't know if you have an entryway because you live in, is it California? Or is it
yeah, we live in
What
California.
do homes out there have? I don't know.
Well, we do have an entryway. When you walk into my house, we have a full entryway with the stairs that go up, and on to the right is supposed to be the formal front room, and then the formal dining room. But that has somewhat been taken over to care for my mom since she had her stroke. So we have like extra wheelchairs, so it's not that pleasing to the eye. So but anyone really that comes into my home, they kind of know what I do, and they kind of overlook to the right. But on the left hand side, I have like the small little entry table, and I like to put little things on there like a pumpkin. I like to change out like some floral to add a little bit so that it looks like fall. And then I have bought a new mirror to put on there, but I haven't had the chance to, and I got a new lamp. So I kind of want to do like a fall decorate with me, which I never had done on my channel as of yet. So that's going to be something new. But I do try my hardest so that every season it has something, if it's Valentine's or, if it's Christmas, I try to do something for the entryway. How about you? What do you do?
You know what? The way you described your entryway sounds almost exactly like ours. You come in the front door and you're right there, and it's like the hallway to the kitchen.
Right.
But hard to the right is the stairs to the upstairs, and then hard on the left is the living room, the formal.
Okay, so we're opposite.
Yeah. So it's like that. But when you look straight ahead, just right next to the stairs, there's like a little corner, and I've got a little telephone table there that used to be my grandma's that I have set there. And then I will put some decor on that. And then above that table, there's a mirror, and I will usually put a wreath on that. And
nice.
Is what has been sitting on that table. If anybody saw my last video and I said the bird is annoying, This bird is so annoying.
Cute.
I'm taking the batteries out right now. So my husband got me that as a gift.
Oh no.
Wait. There. My husband got it for me as a gift. And I was like, oh, honey, thank you. And I tell you what, if you walk by it, it comes on.
Oh.
If you drop something, it comes on. And I was in the kitchen doing a video, and I must have clanged to something, and it just started tweeting right in the middle of the video. So this bad boy is getting put away for fall. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's going back in the box. But look what Blue Skies gave me. Isn't this
Oh,
cute?
that's
It is
pretty.
so cute. So I'm going to put this on that table in the entryway, and I'm going to put like one of those little electric or battery operated tea lights in the middle, and it'll
Oh, that'd be
be kind
wonderful.
of dim and cozy. And then I've got the mirror above that, and I have a fall wreath that I will probably put up, but I can't do a lot in there because it's so small. Now the steps that go up, I've got, a L-shaped wall there. And so sometimes I'll put up like harvest time or something like that, some kind of a
Okay.
picture. But right now I've got some of my husband's oil paintings up there. So I don't think I want to change them out because for so many years we have pictures of the kids up there. So his paintings were like behind the sofa. And he would always say, my stuff's behind the sofa. But I thought, you know what? When we got that hallway repainted, I thought this is a good time to hang that art that we've got. And it looks so nice there. So I don't know. I might just put the pumpkin there, and then above the pumpkin put the wreath, and that little with the broom fits jump on it plaque right there in the hallway. So when you come in, you'll just see that little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then closer to Halloween, I have this little wooden pumpkin that I put candy in, and I'll usually sit the candy on the table. So when the doorbell rings, I can just grab it and then deliver candy at the door. So these
Right.
are the things
Right.
that I will do.
Now, do you do any type of like do you change out your rugs at all in your entryway for fall?
I have not. My
I
husband
haven't
has a little
either.
small flat rug that's right there by the door, and he's kind of got it like taped down so that it doesn't move when you open the door. So we typically don't change that out. Sometimes I'll put something fun there at Christmas time, but not for fall. Because the
Yeah.
door is so close to the bottom of the floor that if you open the door, it kind of like scrapes a rug or something under there. So I don't. And also, I'm at that point in my life now where rugs and things like that on the floor are tripping hazards. So I try not to have too much stuff on the floor. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
yeah. So I think we pretty talked about that. Oh, now the other thing about the hallway, though, or your entryway is hall closets. So for those of you that have a hall closet, and I don't know if you do or not, since you're in California, I noticed
I
that in
do.
some of the southern states, they don't have hall closets,
We
but
do.
we do. So one of the things that I'll do is take out, like if I've got any really super light weight jackets and raincoats and those kinds of things, I'll get those things out and put them, say, in a closet up here in the office so that the closet downstairs is more prepared for heavy sweaters and heavier coats and jackets and things like that. Because now when company comes in, they're probably going to come in wearing a jacket or a heavy sweater. As Mickey Blue Skies was saying earlier, it's now getting to be sweater weather. So I need to have somewhere for them to put those things. So that's what I do there.
Yeah, I have a hall closet, and I did a massive, we're talking a massive declutter in that hall closet.
Mhm,
I could not believe how much stuff that was crammed into my closet.
mhm,
So I got rid of almost all of our jackets because
mhm.
we didn't wear them. I just wanted to keep them because jackets could be expensive.
Yeah.
And there's some of them that were really worn either. So I just got rid of them. But one thing I've been noticing is that when I have guests coming over for like holiday dinners, um, I don't really necessarily ever, and I don't know why I don't do this, like offer to hang up their jacket. Why? Because it couldn't fit in my closet. But I never ever offered to say, "Hey, can I hang up your closet in the hall
Mhm.
closet for you?" I'd never done that. And then in my husband's old bedroom, he has those, what do you call those things with like a stand and it has,
Oh, hat stands. Yes.
yeah, like a hat stand. And I thought, well, what is it doing in this bedroom? We don't even use it in there. Maybe I can put it downstairs so
Yes.
that when people walk in, they can hang their purse or they can hang, their jacket or
You
sweater
can
or
put it on the
whatever.
landing, right where the steps go up.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, why don't I ever do that? I don't know. I guess when people come over, my sister, everyone just tends to put it over one of the bar stools in the
Yeah.
kitchen,
Well, if we're having a lot of company, then we'll just put all the coats upstairs on a bed. Because then, of course, none of them are going to fit in the closet, and you just take them up and put them that way. But if it's
Good idea.
just a few people, we'll just put them in the closet. And if so, we'll take everything out of the closet that belongs to us and take that upstairs. So there's room for company's coats. But you could also use bins like to store hats and gloves and things like that. You can organize things that way or put some hooks on that wall if you're so inclined. I didn't want to put any hooks on the wall in my stair area. I didn't want to be able to see coats and things hanging there. I wanted
Yeah.
to see pictures or art or something like that. But I know some people like to do that, particularly if you've got littles at home, they like to be able to do that. So,
Yeah. Good ideas. Good ideas.
okay. All right. Well, number 5 is the kitchen. Let's see, we hit 4 already, which was the entryway. And so now 5 is the kitchen. And I tell you what, I love decorating the kitchen for fall. Now, the kitchen, though, is also that place that tends to get cluttered the most because you're just in there all the time. You're using so many things. And like, I can't remember who said they were canning. So if you're canning, you've got your canner out and a lot of things associated with that. You might have kitchen decor that you only use in the summer or kitchen appliances that you only use seasonally that's out. So this is a good time as you wrap up that harvesting season to start getting some of those things ready to put away. But it's also a good time to revisit your pantry, do some decluttering in there, getting rid of expired foods or foods you're not going to use. Donate some of those things to like a food bank or something like that.
Definitely. Definitely. And all the like the dish towels. Do you have separate ones like for fall, for different seasons?
I have not, but I bought some new dish rags and they're like fall, that they're like a little plat and they are so cute. And I bought them specifically because I wanted some for fall. I bought 8 of them. Why I bought 8, I don't know. I always buy too many, but they're wonderful and I love them. So I thought, oh, I should get some towels to go with those.
Right.
But of course, the towels were no longer available. So I found some gold towels at Target. They look really cute. They perfectly go with those dish towels. And I don't think with the dish rags, and I don't think I like them. I'm usually using white dish towels. And then
Yeah.
I've got some stripes and a few other ones that are like some kind of a weave that I've gotten from like the Grove Collaborative or that I've gotten that go along with my aprons. I've got some really nice ones like that. So I thought, well, let me try these gold ones. And they're kind of some kind of a weave and they're perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't like the way they feel. They're so big. And then I thought these towels are gold. I'm not going to be able to wash them with my white dish towels and rags. If the white dish towels and rags, if they got a little grungy, I could bleach them and whiten them. But I'm not going to be able to do this with this. So I don't know. Blue Skies might be getting some new dish towels because I don't think I want these.
Yeah, that's something that I try to do in my kitchen. I'll try to make it look really nice and fall and cozy in there. So I'll have like the matching dish towels with the matching dish rags with the matching. I used to do the matchy like oven mitts and all that. And I just
Oven
recently
mitts
did
are
that
beautiful.
2 years ago. I started on that. So, and then another thing I always like to do, and I don't know why I always think it's part of like the kitchen decor, but how many of us will go and try to get something folly like your hand soap in your kitchen sink, right?
Yep.
That's like, oh my God, I gotta get
The
pumpkin
fall scent.
latte.
I do the same thing. And so I like, I think Mrs. Myers usually does some kind of a pine cone, something or another every year. But I don't
Okay.
know, some kind of different little scents, fall scents. And so I'll do that from time to time. But yeah, I do that same thing too. And I'd like to do a kitchen vignette for fall too. I just love having a little small item in the center of the counter that has like little pumpkins and pine cones and just smells nice. That's right there. And then I also like to put like a little fall booklet, just something to remind me of fall. So yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, I like to do that. I haven't done my kitchen vignette for a while, but I like to do one for fall and I like to do one for Christmas. So I'll be doing my fall one pretty soon. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So let's see what people are saying real quick. Let me get that off the screen. We'll
Oh, I see Ginger Rogers is in the chat. Hi, Ginger.
She's got a splitless house on stilts like a beach house. She said the garage is under the house. Okay. So I'm not sure what she was saying about that. So Blue Sky says she's trying to become a bit more minimalist. She doesn't want anything on her table, and her coffee machines are all on the corner countertop. She may move them to a storage cabinet. She has enough coffee machines to start her own Starbucks store, and she uses them all. I mean, she makes fancy coffees. So
wow.
so if you ever come here, you got to get her to make you a fancy coffee. Oh, she makes the best fancy coffees. When the kids were here for my son's 10th wedding anniversary, she made us all fancy coffees that morning for breakfast, and the kids got like fancy hot chocolates. It was just so much fun.
Oh, that sounds great.
But let's see. So Michelle says they hang their hoodies or sweaters in the laundry room sometimes on hooks. So the laundry room doubles as a mud room. And then Michelle says she sometimes will put baskets in the front entryway for guest shoes. I will put them, like if guests want to take off their shoes, I'll put them underneath that little table that sits there in the entryway. We don't ask our guests to take off their shoes, but some people just want to. But speaking of that, I was just sent a video where looked like it was a doc, but it could have been a nurse, but somebody in a scrub talking about the benefits of having people take off their shoes in your house, about how wearing shoes in brings in all kind of not just dirt and debris, but germs on the bottom of the shoe. And then if you've got like babies crawling around, they can pick that up. But my floors are tile floors downstairs, and I am always struck by how much grit and dirt and sand gets tracked in. I'm like, but it's only two of us. How does all this come in? So it's got to come in on the shoes.
Yes.
So I don't know. So Joe says wood hangers are great for guest coats in the hall closet because it holds the coat no matter how heavy the coat is. Oh, that is so true, Joe. Yeah. And we've got heavy wood hangers in our hall closet because in the wintertime, when it gets cold here in Indiana. And so you need something that can hold up the coat. So
yeah, snapping a plastic hanger when you're trying to hang up a coat, that's like the worst.
Mm-hmm. And Nanny J21 says she's ruthless. If it doesn't fit, it goes. You know, Nanny J, I used to play this game with myself. Well, if I lose 10 pounds, it'll fit. Well, if I lose 5 pounds, but the last time I did my bedroom closet, I'm just thinking, okay, if it doesn't fit now, it's going. Now, I've been on my Weight Watchers journey for about 3 months now. And so I'm smaller now than what I was. But you know what? When I get to where I want to be, I'm going to deserve some new clothes. So
absolutely. Yeah. That's how I was my last time go around. I got rid of a lot of clothes. I was definitely
says she did a closet clean out and couldn't believe how much space became available. So yes, this is a good time to not only transition your closet over from summer to fall, but also to declutter. And just really be ruthless about it. If it doesn't fit, it can go. And if you haven't been wearing it, it probably should go as well. Now, when we say go, it doesn't mean you have to toss it in the trash, but you could donate it to the donation center because there could be someone waiting for that garment. I'll never forget, I was reading something somewhere. Can't remember where it was, but it had something to do with donating. And it could have been a YouTube video, but this woman was saying she had to go and find a coat for her child. And she said she sat outside the donation center before she went in and said, please, God, let me find a size 3 coat for my child.
Aw.
And whereas typically a lot of us may think about donating just because we want to get something cleared out and we go thrifting just trying to find some bargains, but there are actually people that go shopping for the things their family truly needs at thrift shops. So if you got something that can serve someone else, let it do that.
Yes, especially coats. They always, in my area, in our community, they always have donate a coat.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you can either was it Mancini mattress. They
Mm-hmm.
always do it every year. They do a coat drive where if you can please donate a slightly used coat, or something like that. So we're always doing that. Matter of fact, all those coats that I had, I gave a couple away to some of our family
Mm-hmm.
because they wanted it. I'm like, it's brand new. It's never been worn. Do you want it? Yeah, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it feels good if you know someone's going to use it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right. So there's Live, Laugh, Love with Jen. I think she's fairly new here with us. So thank you for joining us. Is this one of your people?
Yes. Hi, Jen. She's part of the Tiny Tidy team. So,
Okay.
Live, Love, Laugh, Love with Jen. She does decluttering. She's also impresses me with all of her home decor. She
Oh.
has an absolute gorgeous home, and her decor is just on point all the time. So, with her and then with Michelle, they're like really more into like, decorate, clean kind of.
Mhm.
I was never really into that, but I really want to get into that next month with,
Okay.
with fall. So, but yeah, Jen is here. Go check out her channel. She does Tiny Tidy Tuesdays with us. And she does, she also joins like Melinda. She does collabs, with decluttering and all that. So they're definitely on board with the decluttering journey.
And the tiny, tiny Tuesdays are so nice because I like the way you guys do it because you can just do one small space declutter and you can clean out your purse because it's something that needs to be done. You could do your refrigerator. You could do a utensil drawer. You could just pick one small space, a closet, a
Yes.
bedroom, but one small space and spend your time doing that. And it's something that needs doing and you can see success at the end. So I really like that concept. So thank
Yes.
you for sharing that with all of us.
Yes, we go through like with the small wins. Small progress is still progress. We don't have to do everything all in one day. We don't have to do the whole house. Do what you can. Do what you can.
Okay. All right. So next we're going to talk about fireplaces. And you have mentioned that earlier that I think that you like to do something with your fireplace.
Yes, this year I want to do something more with my fireplace in the back because we are planning to move here in a couple of years, and I really want to do things that I've always like been afraid or intimidated to do. So I thought,
Mhm.
why not do it this year? Like, why not? Let's just see how it goes. Go for it. Because I know my family's going to be here again this holiday. So I thought, just go for it.
Mhm.
Get the fireplace going, get it up to par, like make sure we clean it first. But I wanted to repaint it, but I want to redecorate it though this time. And that's where I want to pull the greenery in there
Mhm.
somehow. I want to put garlands somehow and drape it down. I mean, I really want it to be the focal point. But we
And
use our fireplace. We actually use ours.
we don't use ours much because in the area that we're in, like typically when you light the fire, most of the heat goes straight up the chimney. So we don't use ours a lot, but we do use it sometimes. And I think it can be really nice if you want to set like a nice little romantic mood or something like that. But you can certainly bring the fireplace into your fall decor by, having a basket of firewood that's stacked neatly in the corner by the fireplace, or maybe
Yes.
have like a few pumpkins or candles that's situated there on the fireplace. Now, mine doesn't have a mantle, but mine does have like a little apron thing that you can sit on that's probably about that tall, so you can sit on it. It's around the front of the fireplace, and you can sit there on it. Then you've got the screen. So we've got like a basket with the logs situated there. Then you've got the fireplace utensils on the other end. And then right above it in the middle, usually in the fall, we'll put up, well, no, at Christmas time, we'll put up a Christmas wreath up there, something that's kind of woodsy. So
Right,
it's really
right.
kind of nice to have the fireplace ready for fall. So you, and then I know there's a couple of fireplace challenges where you decorate the fireplace mantles and different things like
Oh,
that.
nice. I'm gonna have to search for that.
You can find that on Stephanie with Creatively Miss Me. She's the one that like lists the different challenges and things now. So
Okay.
if you go to her channel, you can find out where all the different challenges are. And I don't know if it's Stephanie or if it's Kenya that does the fireplace challenge every season. And then you can just decorate your fireplace for fall.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
And keeping things somewhat minimal, but again in the same color scheme with your other decor will cozy up your house for fall, but also make it less cluttered. And then again, take out any spring or summer stuff you've had up there. Like, get your fireplace ready.
Yes.
Now, tip number 8 has to do with your bedroom. And I tell you what, the bedrooms can be tricky because you don't want to overdo in the bedroom because you want it to be nice, you want it to be cozy, but you want it to be streamlined so that you can get comfortable. So I'll tell you what I did though, then you can tell me what you did. So again, switching out the decor. So I have this floral spread on for summer, and I took it off and I put on one that was a little bit lighter than this, a nice tan one. And and then I've got like sage green sheets, but this is the pillows. Well, sage green sheets with pillowcases, but this is the pillow that I put in front of like the pillows to kind of, as decorative.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so you've got this nice orange pumpkin, you've got the green stem there, and then you've got more beige and brown there. And so it sits on the bed over that beige spread and it looks very nice and it's not too much. Now, if my husband makes the bed, will he put this pillow on the bed? No, it's going to be sitting on the chair when I come in there. If we're making the bed together, I'll say, honey, hand me the pillow. He'll say, oh, this pillow, all 50,000 of them. He just doesn't like pillows. So I used to have a bunch more pillows on the bed. But I thought, you know what? Why are you bringing in all this clutter with these pillows when he doesn't like it? So I've got 2 pillows for each of us, and this sits in front. And then when we get ready to go to sleep, all the pillows go off the bed, but the one we're going to actually sleep on.
Oh my gosh. That's too funny. You need to start having a pillow fight.
Hey, that's a good idea. I might do that tonight. Yeah, I just might do that tonight.
I was wondering about for people in the chat, how far do you decorate? Like I see Michelle, my everyday wife life again. I just love her. She does like the front porch, the entryway, and then she goes throughout her whole house. And with me, I just do the entryway, the kitchen, and then the common, like the dining room, and then the living room. And that's as far as I go. I don't take it upstairs. I don't take it in the guest bedrooms or the guest bathrooms or my bedroom. Nothing. I don't take it anywhere else. It's just that. I don't know if everybody else like I'm like, am I doing that wrong? I don't know. You let me know in the chat. I'm just really curious. Like, do you take it all the way through, like your bedding and change it up? I don't know. Because I see some people like they'll do Christmas and it's all throughout their home. We're talking like every single room. And I'm like, oh man, I
Yeah,
don't know if
some
I can do
people
that.
do that. And then some people like Kenya at Kenya's Decor Corner, she decorates her bedroom, she decorates her hall, but she's got a huge house. She lives in Texas. And in Texas, they
Oh
have
yeah.
huge
Yeah.
houses. So she'll do her entryway, which is huge. And then like up the stairwell, she'll do her bedroom. And I think Addison's bedroom and their living room and family room and some stuff in the kitchen. I don't decorate in many rooms. I'll do now at Christmas time, I'll decorate in the living room, in the dining room, in the kitchen, and in the family room. I don't put any decor in our bedroom other than a pillow. I don't even change out the spread. I'll keep the same tan spread I've got all year or for the rest of the year. Or I've got one that's kind of a dark pink that I might put on, but I might wait and put that on in the spring because it's still cool enough that you need something. But I don't decorate in every room. So I'm curious, like you said, what do some of the other people say?
Yeah,
So
same here.
I think she's talking to somebody else. Oh, so Ginger says Dan sleeps with 4. She has 3, and they stack them to look decorative. I'll make ours look decorative when they're on the bed, but we just throw them off at night.
Hey, Michelle, I'm reading your comment about your front porch. Aren't you doing a collab? Hostessing a collab with the front porch? Because she said oh yeah, this year for fall. Okay, cool.
Is she doing a collab?
Yeah, she always does a good job on her front porch. I'm always in fear that someone's gonna grab my stuff and steal it.
Well, you know, that's a possibility, but I like to do our front porch for fall and for Christmas too. I like to do both of those. But typically what I'll do for the front porch is put on maybe some fall mums and things like that because they're beautiful here in the fall. And then I'll, like a welcome thing, pumpkins and that kind of thing. And I'll leave my pumpkins out until the weather gets cold enough that they freeze. And then I bring out the Christmas stuff. But yeah, I like doing the porch. But now Michelle says she doesn't do the bedroom or the bathrooms.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't do the Yeah, I don't either. And then Arvine says that Christmas, most of the house is decorated except for the bedroom. Oh, and the collab is on the 28th. So Michelle, tell us about your collab. Type it in the so she says it's an open collab, but type in a little bit more information so that we know. Okay. One of the things that you do want to do, though, as you're preparing to get your bedroom ready for fall, declutter your nightstand, declutter the dresser top, all those little things that you have, all the little tchotchkes that's been sitting around, that kind of thing. Get rid of some of those things. Try to be as minimal as possible so that you've got a nice, cozy environment. And you might even want to put in either a nice candle or a dimmer, maybe a yellowy light bulb, something that just kind of create a nice little glow. Because you want to have a nice, peaceful sleep environment. So,
do you watch Nikki?
Inspired by Nikki?
Yes.
All the time.
Yes, so do I. One of her best suggestions that I now do is that when the sun starts to go down, but it's not fully dark yet, she likes to put on the lamps to set so that it's not so harsh getting, from light to dark. It kind of transitions you slowly to set you up for nighttime a little sooner. I have been doing that with Jay every night now. It works like a charm now. Like when the sun is slowly going down, I turn my little floor lamp on like at 50%, so it has a nice glow. It's so nice and cozy. I absolutely love that tip of hers. So for the wintertime, you gotta try that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that then because it's now like it's dark here now, and it probably starts getting dark now around 7:30. So I could do that. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think the people across the street are having a party.
Hey.
All right. So now let me ask this. So here's Michelle. She says the collaboration is Thursday the 28th at 11 p.m. Eastern. And it is a fall clean and decorate front porch collab. And she said it's an open collab. So anyone can join in. So a fall clean and decorate front porch collab, and you upload your video at 11
AM. She meant
11 a.m. Eastern. I was going to say p.m., but 11 a.m. Eastern. So Ginger says she turns down the lights at night and sets the tone for
yes.
winding down to sleep. Yeah, I like that idea. I
That's
really do.
nice.
Okay. And then let me start moving along. Let's see. And then for as far as fall cleaning, now, are there any tasks that you reserve specifically for the fall? Like for us, we save the garage. What about you? Do you have anything you save specifically for fall?
I like to do our backyard porch because that gives me a chance to start taking everything down from the summer garden, because
Mm-hmm.
we're out here in California, so I'm still growing like
Mm-hmm.
tomatoes, some cucumbers, but I'm always having strawberries, peppers. They go until like next February, so they're still growing.
Oh.
But anything else, I try to take everything out. I try to downsize my garden, take, the patio furniture, get those back in the shed. But
Mm-hmm.
I think this year those are going to be gone because I've had those for so long. I want to replace them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just time for me to take down the patio umbrella, give it a good maybe power wash, the
Yeah.
patio part and all that good stuff. That's what I think about with fall, or that I have to attend to the rain gutters,
Mm-hmm.
because the rain's coming and all that. So I try to do those things.
The things that we do here in the fall, the leaves are starting to drop, they're turning colors and they start to drop. So he'll need to get up there and clean out the gutters to get the leaves out of there. And then we use the garage, we use the fall as a good time to clean out the garage. And it's a thing. Every year it's a thing because in the spring, when the boat comes out, all the paraphernalia associated with the boat and fishing comes out, and he keeps the boat in the garage over the spring and summer, and the cars sit out in the driveway. And then when fall comes, usually around the middle of October, the first week of November, he puts the boat away. So he starts getting the boat cleaned out, getting all the equipment packed up, put away, what's going to go on the boat, what's going to go in the cabinet, so he can get things ready to put the boat into storage. So we do that. And then as far as on the shelves, there'll be, I will use bins and different things like that to kind of corral some of the things that's going to live in the garage the over the winter, because we have snow and ice in the winter. And so
So
all my car sitting outside.
right. Yeah, we usually just try to tidy up, like, our shed in the backyard, and try to put away things that I know that, well, they shouldn't really be outside in case if it rains. But like I said, we live in California, so it's not, we don't get snow, we don't get storms or hurricanes. So, we just get earthquakes.
Oh, I said it never rains in California. I guess that's pretty true, huh?
At least we'll have everything contained
Yeah.
in one area.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, so bins, boxes, cabinets, those are things you can use to handle to corral the mess, that kind of thing. So what deep cleaning tasks do you people in the chat engage in?
Yeah, let us know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. So Ginger says that her husband turns back the bed and turns on a lamp just before bedtime. Oh, the helpful home says, yay, I made it. Oh, Sunday. Hey, Sunday. Yeah, we're still here. I thought we'd be off by now, but we're still here. We got to hurry up because we're running out of time. And then Nanny J says she does her kitchen declutter before baking and cooking season, which is Thanksgiving and Christmas. So yeah, this is the perfect time to get all that done.
Pantry.
Yes. And then tip number 10 would be a cozy nook area. Now, that was one of the things that I really enjoy doing for fall. And actually, I've got a little chair that it's actually in my living room that I sit in. It's like in a corner, and there's a lamp close by, and I like to sit there and read or sit there and take a look at my Kindle.
Oh,
Just have a
nice.
little quiet time. Sometimes if I'm sewing, I used to like to sit in there and stitch, but now I need to be where there's lots of light. So I usually do that at the kitchen table now, either with the window open or with the task light, so that I can kind of visualize it pretty good. So
That does sound cozy.
yeah. And there's nothing cozier than like sitting in a chair, wrapping up in a blanket with a cup of tea or coffee and having a nice book on your lap or your tablet and just be able to sit there and enjoy that kind of thing. And I know Queen G is always in a cozy little space because she's in her chair or she gets in her
She
bed.
is. A matter of fact, today I was just telling her, because it's going to start getting really cold outside, that I really wanted to transform the front formal living room. I wanted to get a nice little area for her so that she can still enjoy the sunset going down, so she
Mhm.
can feel the sun on her. So I told her, I said, Mom, let me try to figure out a way that I can transform something really relaxing for us so that we can watch, YouTube, or we can watch a movie together before dinner, before
Mhm.
that sun goes down. Now, for me, though, I like to be in my spot, in my couch, but that's why I want to do the fireplace a little bit more, folly, because I wanted to really just embrace that this year. I want
Mhm.
to embrace my home this year.
Oh, I like that idea.
So, but usually
Oh, I
I,
like that idea. I think we need to hear that. You want
yeah,
to embrace your home.
I do. And unfortunately, it's going to be like the last couple of years, but I think that's what's pushing me, because I want to enjoy it for once. I feel like I'm always rushing, doing this, doing that, and da da da. But now things are kind of calming down. I want to make that area for me, and that's why we like to have the fireplace going. If it's just a Duraflame, or if it's real wood, and if not, then you ever use like on the TV, sometimes they have the Duraflame, or they have a fireplace going on
Mhm.
with some nice music. Just
Yeah.
put that on and just kind of hang out and just relax for a little bit.
Okay. I just Barbara Real just jumped on and she said that she's donating her holiday decorations. She's only keeping handmade ornaments and a few lights. She wants to help a family with young children enjoy the decor. That is so
Nice.
nice. Yeah.
Very thoughtful.
Very
That's the
thoughtful.
season.
Hmm. Very thoughtful. Well, the next show will be in 2 weeks. And when we have the next show, we're going to do a giveaway. So everybody have to be sure to jump on the next show so they
Ooh,
can be in on the giveaway. And let me invite everyone to sign up for my newsletter. Volume 2 will be going out toward the end of the month. So if you haven't signed up for the Homemaking with Purpose newsletter, please do. The link is in the description box. And if you hate to do laundry or need to know more about doing laundry, sign up for my free laundry masterclass. It's a different link, and that's in the description box as well. That way, you'll be the first to know when it goes live. Now, Dee, do you have any kind of a membership or something you want them to sign up for so that you can tell them about it?
no, I don't have anything. I just had a giveaway for my reaching 6,000 subscribers.
Oh,
I'll be announcing that either hopefully tomorrow or Friday. And other than that, I just had a declutter video that was published today, and it's including fall. So my decluttering continues on.
well, I've got your channel linked in the description box, but it's your channel as a whole. So once they get to your channel, they can find your latest decluttering video. So please, if you're not subscribed to Dee or me, to Denise and Denise, but to D and D, if you're not subscribed to either of us, please do so because we certainly appreciate your support.
Yes,
And
yes.
also, don't forget to check out Apron Diva, Pretty and Practical. We believe that an apron can be a homemaker's best accessory.
I love my apron.
Oh, and I love that one too. I wish I had more of those. I can't get any more of
I
those,
love
but
my daisy apron.
yeah, let's see. So Trisha said she wants to purge as much as she can, and she's going to do it before it gets too cold. So Vicky says, what about the dining room? Any ideas other than pumpkins in the dining room? She wants something different this year. Pine cones and owls. Like my sister Blue Skies loves owls, but you could do pine cones, you could do owls, you could do floral, like
That's
sunflowers. Those are the flowers of the fall, mums. So yeah, you could do flowers and things like that and not do pumpkins.
or the tier trays.
Oh yeah, the tier trays too. Yeah, you could do those too. Okay, and Michelle's purging a lot this year as well. Okay, Dee, do you have anything else you want to add? Did we forget anything?
I think we covered everything that was on your list.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fall, y'all.
Yes, it is. It's fall, y'all. And we even have an apron that says that it's fall, y'all. We don't have it up yet because it just came in, but we're going to get that up pretty soon. But pomegranates and persimmons in the dining room. So Barbara, was it Barbara that wanted another idea? So here was an idea there that you could consider using. So, okay, well, I know it's time for you to get dinner for Queen G.
Yep.
So we need to wrap this puppy up. So thank you, Dee. As always, I just love having you on as my co-host. And I'll see the rest of you folks later. Dee, you want to send us off?
Yes, just want to say, everybody, please click on the like button for this chat. Subscribe to both of our channels if you can. Make sure you also sign up for her newsletter. I will be doing the same thing. Check out the Tiny Tidy every Tuesday from the Helpful Home. You see her channel right there. That's also an open collab, but it gives you a lot of motivation for cleaning and decluttering, and everybody has their own style. I'm loving that. Check out Michelle's collab. I'm thinking about maybe participating. That'd be a fun way to do my front porch for the first time.
Yeah, that'd be a fun way to do it. It's always nice to have a front porch. Just don't do this. You can
just
with
your pillow fight. That is so pretty.
It is. It is. All right, y'all. It's fall, y'all. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, you guys.
You stay there.